This week, for his Q&A, New York Post sports columnist Steve Serby caught up with a pitcher who's played in both Queens and the Bronx, Adam Ottavino. He currently pitches for the Mets, so it's time for Sundays with Serby, as Mr. Serby joins me now. Steve, how was your week?
Fantastic, Dex, and how about yours? Not as good as yours, but still fantastic.
Very good week, very eventful week, busy week, as I was telling you before. Very busy week, but fantastic. I'd use that word. I'd use the word fantastic, too. Steve, talking about Ottavino, considering that he is a Brooklynite, he's played for both teams, what does he believe is the difference between Yankees fans and Mets fans, if there is one?
Well, the modern-day Yankee fan, in his view, having played there a few years ago with the Yanks, expects all-stars at every position. Having won 27 world championships, Yankee fans expect to win every year. Whereas in Adam's view, Mets fans more are hopeful that the team will win, having won only 2 world championships, the last one in 1986. However, I think he's a little bit off in this regard. The Mets have a, 346 or $364 million payroll, $365 million if you include Dexter Henry's salary. But that was a joke, by the way. I don't hear any laughter in the background, but that's okay, Dex.
I was laughing. I was laughing silently. That's what I was doing. I was laughing silently, but I was laughing because my salary is nowhere near that. But I'd love it to be. We can make that happen.
You know what? It should be. It should be.
Well, I agree. There's no disagreement here. Come on, New York Post.
But anyway,
get it done.
as I was saying before, you just interrupted here. The Yankees, of course, don't have the number one payroll anymore. The Mets do. Steve Cohen has made sure of that. But when it comes to the Yankees now and Yankee fans, I think when they play the Astros in the playoffs, I don't think there's an expectation anymore that the Yankees will win. I think it's a hope that the Yankees will win. So in my next Q&A with Ottavino, we're going to go over that.
All right, going to go over it and talk to him about how expectations may have changed between the two teams, which is interesting how things have turned around with both fan bases. Okay, now Ottavino, he grew up a Yankees fan, Steve, and he's still yet to win a ring, a world championship. Has he given any thought to pitching for the Mets in a Subway World Series? And what would it mean for him to win it all as a Met if he did that in that series and beat the Yankees?
Well, he's dreamed about being on a float in a Canyons of Heroes parade ever since he was about a 10-year-old boy who was taken by his parents to the Yankees 96 parade. And he never will forget the joy in the crowd and the millions of people and the ticker tape. And he always dreamed about standing on one of those floats with his family. And again, he growing up a Yankee fan, he remembers when Bernie Williams caught that last out in Game 5 of the 2000 World Series when the Yankees beat the Mets. And he remembers Roger Clemens throwing the jagged end of his bat at Mike Piazza, and Piazza deciding not to charge out to the mound, which Ottavino says he wouldn't have either because it looked like Clemens was foaming at the mouth. Ottavino was also at the Mets 2015 World Series against the Royals, I believe Game 4. So he understands what New York is like when the Mets or the Yankees are in a World Series, and nothing would be more titillating to him than a Subway Series, Mets versus Yankees this year. But both teams need to step it up. It's a long season. The Mets obviously need the best of Verlander and Scherzer, and they need Lindor to start hitting. And the Yankees, you got to feel a little bit better about right now. But a long way to go, and the Yankees still have to get through the Astros. But yeah, Ottavino would love nothing better than to be pitching against the Yankees, the team he grew up cheering and loving in a World Series.
That would be amazing, and I think a lot of New York fans would love to see another Subway World Series once again, and maybe we can get Steve Serby on a float going down the Canyon of Heroes. I'd like to see that at least. That's something I would like to see. We got to make that happen, Steve. We got to get you on a float.
I have been on a float, but
okay.
Yeah, but my next time down the Canyon of Heroes, there'll be an SNY championship parade, I would assume, and I want to be on it with Dexter Henry.
All right, we can make that happen as soon as you get that salary change for me, too. We can make all that happen and just in one, and I think it'll be good for everybody. All right, that is the legendary Steve Serby. Check out his Q&A with Adam Ottavino. It's a really good one on NewYorkPost.com. Steve, thank you for the time, as always. Appreciate you, man.
Anytime, Dex. Thank you.